Welcome to this episode of As Simple as That. Today's project will be installing a smart plug, or sometimes referred to a Wi-Fi plug in your home, that will allow you to control the power to whatever is plugged into it. In this case, we're going to use a lamp on an end table by a couch. But before we get into actually setting that up, maybe just a few words about what a smart plug is. Essentially, it's an electronic device that you plug into any outlet in your home that in turn connects to your Wi-Fi system. Once it's connected to that, then an app on your phone can then connect to that device and allow it to turn the power on or off for whatever period of time that you would like it to do that. So with that short description, let's get started on installing this Wi-Fi smart plug. Okay, we're ready to set up one of these mini wireless plugs. And before I get going on that, I thought I'd show you first what I purchased from Amazon. As you can see here, it's the TP-Link Kasa Smart Wi-Fi Plug Mini, package of 4. Just to show you what they look like, it's just like a typical 3-prong outlet that you can plug devices into. The back is a 3-prong outlet that goes into any 3-prong wall outlet. And the only other thing on here is this power icon on the side. It's a button that can turn power on and off manually if you want to, but you'll also see that we use that to determine whether the mini plug is connected to our Wi-Fi system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it into the wall over here. Hopefully you can see this with the camera, and then I'm going to unplug the lamp so it goes dark. Plug it back into the mini plug, and you can see the light comes back on. This device, if it's not programmed, will still allow power to go through the plug to whatever device you have hooked up there. Okay, so now that we've got it hooked up, what we're going to do is install the app, and hopefully you can see it on the screen here. I already have Kasa app on my phone. You can see it, the middle icon there, it says Kasa. But if you don't, we need to go to the App Store, and this is an iPhone, so if you have an Android, it's slightly different, but we click on the App Store and open it up, and at the bottom right there's a search button, so you click on that, and then you type the word Kasa, K-A-S-A, into the search, and then hit the search button. And so you'll get several different apps that pop up. The one we want is the one that lists Kasa Smart. You see it says open to the right of it. That means I already have it on my phone, and all I have to do is hit that button to open the app. If you don't, it will say the word get, like the one right below it. If it says get, click on that, and then just follow the instructions to get the Kasa Smart app set up on your phone. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the previous page I had here, and I'm going to click on the Kasa app. And what you see here is their home page. It says My Home at the top. You can name that anything you want. This app allows you to have multiple homes if you choose. If you say had a vacation home or a lake cabin, or even if you wanted to do a shop or something like that, you could set those up individually. But in our case, we don't have any devices shown, as you can see from the image. And so what we want to do is add a device. So we click on the Add a Device button. And here you can see all the different smart devices that Kasa supports. Doorbells, cameras, smart plugs, you see all these down here. So once you do the smart plug, you can see that it's pretty simple to add different devices, and you can start building your own smart home. So we're going to click on smart plugs. And of course, there's several suppliers of smart plugs. The one we want to use is the second one down, Smart Plug Lite/Mini. So we click on that. And so you'll see a graphic here that shows plug your device in. Well, we've already done that, so we'll click Next. And if you look at the side of the device, you remember that power icon that I showed you when I had the plug out. It's supposed to be flashing blue and orange. And if you look at our device, it is. So we can click on the Next button. And now it wants, the mini plug wants to connect to our Wi-Fi system. So We have to go back to our Wi-Fi system settings on our phone, so I'm going to do that now. And click on Settings. And here I want to click on Wi-Fi. And now you see TP-Link Smart Plug 2 FC2 listed under My Networks. What I want to do is activate that one, so I click on it. And once the check mark appears, and we got that, we go back to the Kasa app. And now it shows that the smart plug is thinking and trying to get connection to the Wi-Fi. And it looks like it has. Now it wants us to log into the Wi-Fi, and the first one listed under previously used is my home Wi-Fi. I've already entered the password, so I just have to hit the green bar where it says join. So now it's thinking, trying to get connected to our Wi-Fi system. It says it might take a few minutes, but it's usually a pretty short time period here. There you go. So we're into the Kasa app, and the mini plug is now connected. What it wants to do is name this device. Well, as you can see, I'm connected to a lamp, but this lamp sits by our couch, so I'm going to call it Couch Lamp Plug. Okay, so I entered Couch Lamp Plug, and then in the green bar across the middle, I hit Save. And then it wants to know what the device is. And in this case, it's a plug, so we'll click on the plug icon. And then at the bottom green bar, hit Save. And so you see here location. It wants to know what room it's in, because you could have many, many plugs and used in different places in the house. So by deciding which room it's in or identifying it, that will save you from trying to figure out which one it is. I show living room because I already added that room, but you also have custom. When I click on that, you can type in any unique name you want for it. It also shows some standard ones like living room, bedroom, hallway, etc. I'm going to go back. We're going to click the back arrow on the upper left, and I'm going to click on, click on custom, and I'm going to select living room since the couch is in the living room. And then I'm going to hit the save button in the upper right hand corner. Oh, we got an error. So we'll go back here again. I'm going to click on living room and hit save. And there it worked that time. So you can do it either way. For some reason, one didn't work this time. It says now it's been configured and set up, and at the bottom it says sounds good, so we click on that. If in a second here, that plug will show up on our devices, and there you go. Now your house has one device and it's listed under plugs. Okay, so if you look at that line there, it shows a green power button to the right. That means green means it's on. So if I click on that, if you'll notice the lamp I have sitting on the table, that lamp goes out. So the plug just cut the power to the lamp. If I click on that grayed out power icon, it turns green and the light comes back on. So that gives you the chance, if you had the app and you're in your office and you wanted to turn the lights on at your home, you can just open the app and click on that button and it would turn that on. Okay, so the next step is to get into programming it to do on-offs for this particular plug. So we click on that plug and this screen pops up. And again, you can see that green power button in the middle, and that works the same way. If I click on it, the light goes out. If I click on it again, the light comes on. So that's another place you can do that as well. There's 4 different icons at the bottom. We'll look at 2 of them, schedule and timer. Timer essentially is a way to control how long you let the light stay on. So let's just try that real quick. Click on timer, and we want to say turn my smart plug off. Click on that to make it off, and I'm going to say 1 minute for the sake of demonstration here. And then at the bottom of the screen it says start. So now you're going to see the timer is counting down. And again, you can use this, for example, you leave the house and you say shut the lights off in 30 minutes or an hour, or maybe even 6 hours, something to that effect. this is the way to do that. I'll wait here a second, or actually I'll wait here 35 seconds. As I mentioned before, these plugs can be used anywhere there's an outlet and a Wi-Fi system. So if you want to put it in your garage, your basement, your porch, even outdoors. Now this particular plug isn't probably good for outdoors, but they do have outdoor design plugs for turning on Christmas lights and things like that. So a lot of functionality there. This same function as we're demonstrating works for those as well. Okay, so the light should go off here in a few seconds. There you go. So that's how the timer option works. I'm going to go back here and turn the light back on. Now we'll look at schedule. If you click on the schedule icon in the lower left, you can add multiple schedule actions. And in this case, there's none in here. So the first thing we're going to do, I guess we'll take the scenario, you want the light to come on at 6 a.m. and you want it to go off at 9 a.m. So we'll do that. So we click on the plus in the upper right-hand corner. And you say you want to turn on power, so you go to that action line and click on that line. And you take the time scroll wheel and move it to 6 a.m. And you notice at the bottom, the days of the week are all in green, so that means this will repeat every day of the week. If I were to click on one of the days, like Sunday, it goes to white, and that means this would not work on Sunday. But we'll go back and light that up again. So this new schedule item is turn on power at 6 a.m. So we hit the save button in the upper right corner, and now you've added that to your schedule. So now we want to turn it off at 9 a.m. So we click on the plus again. It's already highlighted, turn off power, it's got the green dot. We have it, the time at 9 a.m., all the days of the week, and we hit save. So there it is, that will turn it on at 6 a.m. and off at 9 a.m. And just to carry this one step further to just show you how simple it is, we're going to have this come on at 6 p.m. and off at 10 p.m. So click on the plus to add a schedule item. We want turn on power at action there at the top, and then we want to move it to 6 o'clock and then click on p.m. All the days of the week are highlighted and hit save. So you got it coming on at 6 p.m. and now we want to shut it off at 10 p.m. So add one more schedule item. Turn off power is already highlighted. Move the time to 10 p.m. and all the days are still highlighted and hit save. And there you go. As simple as that. If you have other... There you go, as simple as that, setting up a smart plug in your home. Now, I only showed you some of the basic controls for the plug itself. My suggestion would be that you follow the tutorial, set it up just like we did with a lamp attached to it so you can understand how the app works. And then look around your house and see what other electronic devices that you may want to control the power to and try setting one up yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next edition of As Simple as That.